Alright, gamers. Welcome. So, we're gonna check out the Outer Worlds. And, it's been a little while since we played this. Uh-oh. December 2nd, 2019. We've logged a total playtime of 1 day, 5 hours, 55 minutes. We put some time into this game. Let's say that. And I have to say, I did sit here, you know, ready to stream and whatnot. We're about 7 minutes in on the stream here. And I just listened to this beautiful theme because I remember when we first got this game and this theme hit, and it's the first thing you experience, and I was like, this is gonna be good. And this theme is just, it's so good. It's killer. And I almost wanted to just sit here and listen to it again, but we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and move on. Alright, so this is my character. This is probably gonna be a little difficult to adjust to. Yeah, I believe we did get some new guns. Finn's Force. The Gloop gun. Counteracts gravity. Creates and conducts electricity. The Mind Control Ray. This is a science weapon. And then we got a heavy machine gun for the big DPS. And of course, we got several of our classic weapons down here. Okay, so we got high dexterity, really good intelligence and perception, good charm and temperament. We got the science +1 from the start. Skills lie pretty heavily in persuasion, lying, intimidating, the dialogue stuff, hacking, medical stuff, science, engineering, inspiration. Okay, so we got some good perks there. I've specialized in long guns because I do tend to like sniping in this game. It's been good. We got some good perks. We're level 27. The Iconoclasts like me. The Monarch, not the biggest fan. The board is 50% negative, so they're not loving that I'm rebelling against corporate entities. So here we are. Raging Girl, welcome to the stream. We're checking out the Outer Worlds. And it looks like make your way through Tartarus and confront the person who runs the board's operations, Sophia Akande. Okay. The Ice Palace. Iconoclast, Marauder, or Spacer. I don't know about that. The Ice Palace. Let's go for that. She gave an override bypass that should stake her claim over HRS 1084's rightful property of Sublight Salvage. Lilia Hagen. Override cartridge will hand over control of all the station systems to Sublight, legitimizing Lilia's claim over the salvage. Okay, we'll see what that's about. Alright, so this is a game where we are... let me look here. We're basically a nobody who found a ship called the Unreliable, and we're just using it to navigate. Okay, we're already here.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
And we've had this ship, you know, that we've just recovered. Its pilot died, and now we're rebelling against an evil corporation called the Board. We've assembled a gang of misfits here on our ship, and this is made by same folks that made Fallout New Vegas. So it's definitely got those vibes that Fallout New Vegas had. It definitely kind of feels like a Fallout game, like a really good one. We haven't seen in quite some time. This is Sam. He's our robot. He cleans the ship, but you can also take him out in combat. So yeah, all these characters here are wonderful parts of our crew. And it looks like I've decked him out in some armor. So let's go ahead. Let's get our feet wet. Yeah, it's very much a fly around the galaxy, you know, do missions, side missions, all that kind of stuff. And I think we got really close to finishing this game and then didn't. Okay, so I guess we'll go with Vicar, Max, and Sam.
Please check battery levels before initiating an extended sanitization session. Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years. Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs.
Oh, there's Vicar, Max.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Ooh. Texas, what's up, man? How's it going? Okay, we don't need to catch up on any of that dialogue. Yeah, it's almost like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, if you had to really describe this game.
Muting volume now.
I never got around to finishing this game, and it looks like we're pretty close to the end, and so I would be able to clear off my hard drive a little bit if we finished it. Plus, I was really enjoying this game. I think we got to the end, near the end here, and just kind of quit playing it. A sawed-off shotgun Mark II. I don't know if that's any good, but we could sell it. We could compare it to our current stats here. Sam, what's up, man? All right. and we're rocking the no cam setup tonight. I'm turning down the lights, and I'm hoping we can just kind of chill Saturday night here and just kind of marathon through whatever's left of this game. Maybe we'll make some progress. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we won't. We'll just have to see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so my security containment, unable to access memory cartridge, terminal power below 5%. Okay, so that explains why the security did not go through. Yeah, dude, I saw that photo you shared of making some s'mores. Oh, dude, that looks delicious. Some elite troop armor that's level 36. Oh, we got some hunter. Yeah, I guess we're gonna want that. Take all that loot. Uh-oh. Are we over encumbered now? Let's take a look. Yep, we sure are. Okay. 36. That's not really any good. Let's see if we find a vending machine here. We can sell some of our goods. Hunting rifle ultra. Alright, we got some red indicators, so we might have some enemies nearby. But it looks like somebody's come through and killed the mechanical sentry dogs. Plus, we gotta try out these guns. I think I equipped these end of last time we played this and never got around to using them. Permanent concussion. No. So you can accept a flaw and you'll get perk points, but I've not accepted any flaws yet. Spectrum vodka. Alcohol is good to loot if you sell it. I don't really like getting wasted. Bit cartridges, those are money. Bypass shunts, we use those to break locks. Ooh, this is a fun little gun. Modify generator mode normal. Flushing toilets, air recyclers. Okay. Let's see. Facility status report. Gas is leaking from storage tanks, toxic to humans. New labs sent air fresheners running low. Repair toilet. Work order exists. Was opened 991 days ago. Yikes. Okay.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
Uh-oh, my persuade is not high enough.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Shouldn't even know.
Shit. Thanks for the warning. Last thing I need is to get fined for overriding security on a restricted station. My team and I will just head out then.
Nice.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Okay.
Impressive, Captain. Diplomacy at its finest.
So now we basically told the people to leave. Okay, so now that that's on, this is a restricted area. I only have so much time to walk around. When this pink bar depletes, my disguise essentially wears off. Of course, morale is low. You gave the PhDs tanks of nuclean scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What do you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Kimball. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. All the other princesses got jobs at canneries and accounting houses. Soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of a choice as the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Mom. Okay. Security routines. Nothing.
Keep a sharp eye out, Captain. One wrong step could incapacitate or kill.
Let me see how helmet is. 33. UDL Electrofloor 3000 is online. Turn that off. Personal files. Mama Bear log. Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. And she requisitioned a UDL Electrofluor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. Okay. I don't quite understand what's going on here. I thought we disengaged the floor. Okay. Not seeing anything. Can't wait for you guys to see Sam in action. It's gonna be fun. Just gotta find these markers that are supposedly people. Yeah, I'm hoping we can finish this game, and this will be a massive chunk off my hard drive. I really did enjoy this game. It's pretty unique. Let's see what we have here. Looks like they have a doctor of some sort. Locked up.
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
Subjects should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Unstable. What does that mean? Oh, there's people in all these... Okay. All these tanks. Gotcha. Okay. Personal terminal of Chartrand E. It's been 1,217 days since the last login. Project summary. Biological hybridization and simulation strategies. Inactive team members. Guthrie J. C. McNulty. E. Pearsall. And Ryle. Further, the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. Is that a human body? Yeah, it looks like they were testing each other. The doctors were testing each other at this station. We're trying to figure out what's going on. So let's see. That's not really making sense. Logs. Okay, Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue into a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Okay. Claire. Put Claire on the ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters. But then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. Alright, James. The slug is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments after all of our sacrifices. Still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Access outbound comm transcript. Is anyone listening in on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence. The mission end state is achieved. Executive override antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimera Research Department of George de Hevesy. Okay, this is boring. This is not helping. One of my associates will reach out when you have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as it is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an alert. Transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Ooh, see those hack skills. Okay. So we got remote access to the station.
Sublight will be well pleased that you've claimed the station for them. Myself, I'll be fine leaving this place. Chartrand. Sounds awfully familiar. That was the scientist from Cascadia, right?
Oh man, look at this. Look at this view. That's weird that there's a bathroom right here. Spectrum vodka. Okay. Well, the problem is our disguise has worn off. Well, it looks like nobody's shooting. Maybe because we've hacked and handed over the station. Well, we need to go to a planet with a vending machine so I can sell some stuff. Alright, back on our ship.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
She's on
Captain,
Groundbreaker.
I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Indeed.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. Good luck, Captain.
The crew is really good. The people that you meet and add to our crew here are really interesting characters.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all.
Head back to the ship. I'm going without you.
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it. Obviously not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask. Hard for them to get a knife in your back that way. People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion. Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer. I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
Doesn't work on me.
Sure do. And unlike you, Captain, the rest of us don't get a big fancy room with wall-to-wall windows. But let's forget about that, please. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony? And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot going on here. Since I took a little break from it. We haven't played it since December. So it's kind of hard to jump back into it. But we're like literally about to invade the enemy's headquarters.
What do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh. Raider crew, who is this?
Just be careful next time.
The hell was she talking? Yeah, talking like... Know what that was all about. Alright, let's sell... Stendo sight, Magnum magazine, plasma carbine. There we go. Oh, that armor is terrible. Alright, how's our 73 out of 330? That's not bad. Alright, we gotta turn in this quest. It's like the last side quest that I have right now. Unless we get more.
C&P worst. It's not the worst. It's the worst.
Sublight, a legitimate business.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into someone else's territory. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
You had my interest. Now you have my attention. Oh, I love it.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Yeah, I'll tell you about these two girls that are following. I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens.
They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain. The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
I have no idea what this is about. This is crazy.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team. It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Okay.
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need?
I don't see the connection to
An
aliens.
invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep. This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Ooh, level up. Okay. So we have 10 points available. Yeah, she's being pretty crafty. No weapon sway for 5 seconds after each kill. I don't know what I want to spend these last. Depth. Scrambled on mechanicals attack at normal speed. Powered targets armor minus 50%. Lockpicking speed. Unlock the 4th drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Corrosion damage plus 25. N-ray damage plus 25. Okay. Break down weapons and armor for a 10% chance to extract a rare mod. Okay. And we got 3 points left. Okay. And we got 1 perk point. Let's see what kind of perks we have. Science weapon damage, range weapons, sway, movement penalty. Next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Movement speed. %, damage. 33% detection radius of enemies. Revive companions to 25% health. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. Uh-oh. I didn't apply. Yeah, the Parvati and Ellie are part of the crew here. Okay. Yeah, Parvati was working for a corporation, a canning company. And I essentially saved her from a life of servitude where she would just be working at this canning factory where you just like can tuna and other stuff until you die. And her father had died of exhaustion on the job, so she didn't have much left. And then we helped her in a side quest find a girlfriend, so that was kind of cool. And Ellie is kind of, I think she was kind of like, kind of a renegade bounty hunter type here on Groundbreaker. I don't remember the full details of her story. But yeah, we basically recruited her. And then like Vicar Max, you know, was also on the same planet that Parvati was on. And we had mutual needs, and he seemed like a logical person. He really wanted to ditch his role. So we're all kind of rebelling against the Board, which is this big space corporation that's out doing evil stuff, you know? So a lot of the game is like doing quests and like deciding, do you want to side with the big corporation, or do you want to be like the renegades that are against, you know, all the evil things that are going on in the galaxy? So you can choose. Oh yeah, it's definitely, it was not a nice place. We killed everybody there pretty much. Like, I definitely took some pretty renegade actions there that were pretty dark. But we also saved a lot of people, whether they liked it or not.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
Next time I work the scorecard.
Something on your mind?
Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah, Nyoka, she's like a big hunter on a planet with a bunch of animals that, or wildlife, I should say, that's extremely violent. One of the scariest planets. Yeah, I believe it was Monarch. Yeah. Hang on. Let me check our quests now. All right, we'll go to Byzantium and kill this evil scientist that we've been looking
We're now
into.
in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Take someone to watch.
Go with Parv and Sam.
Your back, please.
Exactly. Let's see, we go this way. And Sam is the cleaning robot from our ship. But he can kill people with his cleaning gun, so he is not to be underestimated. Plus, look at that smile.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
That's my
No,
ship.
I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Yeah, Byzantium, this is like almost a city from like BioShock or something. And everybody here is like super wealthy for the most part, this area. Maintenance tunnels. But no, I want to see what all these luxury munitions. Yeah, it keeps pulling haberdashery. The robot has a smile. That's just his face. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. Let's see if we can look at Sam. Yeah, look at his little smile. His little eyes. His little mouth. See, his corrosive washer does more damage than like any gun I have. Plus it does corrosive damage, so. I don't think you can, yeah, there's like no armor or anything. All you can do is like customize his perks. Plus you can also go here and say like their distance behaviors, their weapons, whether they're aggressive. I have everything to set. My companions will only fight when I fight or when I am struck. So you can have it where your companions don't do anything. You can have it to where they're really aggressive, they'll kill anyone. But I usually have them wait until either I'm fired upon or I fire a shot. Basically, the main story is that I was released from a cryo freeze on a ship, by a doctor, and he's trying to free the rest of the crew that's been frozen. Like, literally thousands of people have been frozen, and we're trying to figure out how to do it without killing everybody. So that's kind of like the main story, is like, either I'm gonna save these people or I'm gonna doom them. And the board wanted us asleep for a reason, so we're trying to figure out what that is. There's a lot going on. But yeah, kind of the main thing is I woke up from cryo sleep. I want to help the other people that are on my ship went to sleep as well.
Error. Unable to process
And
the specific customer service request.
hopefully
Please repeat the order.
they won't die.
Yeah, you are.
Liberate the galaxy, you know? Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink before we go in here. I'll leave it right here. Just give me 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. So, let's go in. Might be a violent thing, might be a talking thing. Either way, I want to try out this gun.
Area assessment. Spick and span.
Yeah, this is how the rich live. Very crazy. I don't really want to steal anything. Let's see what's on here. My worst suspicions. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks? My team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Okay. Another relocation. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me. Some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. Work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. First extraterrestrials. Oh no, she was right about it being about aliens. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time, but But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Oh, wow. Lab access. Sealed. Let's open up the entrance. The door to outside that we came in through. And there. Oh. Okay. Here we go.
New area discovered. Preparing to sanitize.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'm the one asking the questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you
To
dead?
keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
Yikes. What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Talking about food supply?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Yeah, so the board has actually been doing this. They have been essentially starving some people, and part of the way to make sure that humanity survives was to essentially put a lot of us to sleep, or large colonies of people asleep, and not tell them, because there's not enough food for everyone, so they just put people to sleep indefinitely. So that's probably what happened to me and the people that are on the ship where the doctor is at right now. That set us free. It doesn't explain the research I found. My presentation about this in Rockwell's office, it didn't look good.
Then you know how desperate things are. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Let's see. Lilia sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain.
Let's ask Sam what he thinks.
A lethal cleaning solution is the best cleaning solution. Don't just smear germs around. Kill them so they can't come back.
The fate of my research is in the hands of a sanitation unit? I see. How unexpected.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna tell her about Phineas Wells, who is the scientist. Lemma, prison you too short.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What, did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
I'm gonna kill you.
System alert.
You got it, Captain!
One order of frickin' fan coming up. Wrong tool for the job. And maintenance job fulfilled.
Well, that was good.
Hey! Stop that! What do you think you're doing? Oh, my mistake. I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
I didn't realize I was stealing all this stuff. That's funny. This is lore. Yeah, so that's not good. Alright, so what do we do next? Yeah, this is probably not gonna go well if we had to report back to Lilia that we didn't kill the person that she sent us to kill. So she might be a helpful part of the team. Be another scientist that we'll have.
Something.
Caution! Infestation encroaching!
Uh-oh.
To make it clean, Sam cleans it up.
I didn't realize the corporate commanders are working for the board. So by killing them, we've spread that word. Uh-oh. Oh, this ought to at least be entertaining. We're gonna have to fight our way out of Byzantium. So... go this way.
Halt. Sweeping the
Oh, he was already dead.
Please, I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to die.
I need cover!
Sam! Oh my god. I'll take one of their assault rifles. Oh my gosh. Alright, we gotta get out of here.
What? What was that? What?
Incoming!
Clean cycle back to industrial
I did a
bang.
slam!
I'll fix you right up!
Oh dude, you're done.
Running the dirt out.
Got it!
manuals, maybe.
Coward recession.
Systems malfunction.
Alright, we gotta fight our way back to the ship. Up. Out of the way.
They're neutralized.
Corroded him. Oh my god. A shock cannon ultra. Uh-oh, this guy got vaporized. $629. I wonder. Rifle ultra. That's by. You know. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Oh, I already have one. $93. Alright, we gotta take this elevator. Actually hasn't been quite as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. Fighting our way off the island. Difficult.
Sorry!
Ba-da-da-da-da-na-na-na. Not too bad.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
The
I
groundbreaker.
believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
That's what I think. I wasn't even sure what we were doing with Sublight. Yeah, we'll stick with Parv and Sam. Yeah, these are the Raptidons. All the creatures in this game have really good designs, and they're all incredibly colorful as well, which is a welcome change from most of the like Fallout games and some of these other games where the creatures are not very colorful. They're really kind of drab, you know, the designs are not as inspired. I have to say, they did a really good job.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow. CNP pancake mix. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to shoot my way out of this area. Sublight's not gonna like the fact that I didn't kill.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us. The authorities stay off our trails.
Darn, I was really hoping we might have a shootout.
I said get out. I said get out.
Oh, I really want to shoot her.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Okay. Phineas has been captured and brought to the prison planet of Tartarus, where the board intends to interrogate him. Now it's up to you to infiltrate the prison and rescue Phineas before the board can Connect its plan to cull Halcyon's population. Okay.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's not
Alright. Oh, this should be exciting. We'll go to a prison planet and attempt to save a doctor.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on...
Yeah, they're basically saying, hey, this is the no coming back
I'm pleased to
point.
inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? You just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Alright. Let's take Parv and Sam. I guess only if it's appropriate, Ty. But if it's something really bad, then no.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I read. Come on, Mother.
Somebody clean up this mess. What's that noise? Open fire!
pretty funny.
That's the last of them.
Oh shit. Hang on. Gotta reload.
Captain did right by us once. Now it's ours. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I reign. Push on, Barnett.
Yeah, it looks like we got some marauders.
Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Yeah, I guess we're going through here.
What use does a prison have for bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates?
Area sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
I love Sam. I'm so glad we brought him. He's gonna add a lot of humor. Looks like it's just gonna be a straight up like shooting gallery.
Look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Okay, restricted access.
Invasive contaminants detected. Recycle back to industrial stain. Analysis of evidence. Wrong tool for the job.
I really like this gun.
Caution! Keep fingers and toes clear of units moving parts.
Hmm.
Down on the job.
Let's see, 163. Yeah, let's get us a good sniper rifle in here. 6. $518. Is that the best plasma rifle we got? Let's see, can I, You have to get to a mod station or something? Honestly, forgotten everything about this game. Yeah, here it is. Okay. $492. Hit. A pen. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Got it. Inside voices.
Storage manifest. Architectural records. Orange. Oranges. Nerd. All right. Good stuff. How's it going, Chex? Sam, what's up? Mother. Mother. I'm gonna kill every in this station, you.
Get in there, troops. We're more than for help
Nice. We got some rebel marauders in here on our side. We're playing some Outer Worlds tonight. I'm actually at the end here. We're about to get in here and save Phineas, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm also trying not to shoot the people that are helping us. Just kind of difficult. Haha, nice job, Parv. Oh, that's Sam. This is our cleaning robot. And he does more than clean. He'll decontaminate your life. Like so.
Frickin' fan coming up.
Nice. All right. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. Taking hits.
Well, look who it is.
Chairman Rockwell.
I'll be damned.
Oh, yeah.
I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And... oh, I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical? My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Interactive database updated. The unique organic substance labeled Chairman has been classified as filth, imminent for incineration.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Get out of my way.
I'm not in your way, you dullard. You talk to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest. Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over.
The mom's over.
Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
In my way.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script.
Fucking stomped him.
Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Oh, got his pocket watch. Nice. Confiscate badges, done. Reprint badges, pending. Change maintenance locks, pending new locks. Order new locks, done. Lockdown procedure. Cameras. Very hush hush.
Sora can see me now!
Clean up the competition.
Warning. Crew member requires maintenance.
Mode activated.
Nice. Nice. Let's see. Heavy weapons, handguns. And close to 80. All right.
We're really doing this, huh?
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's special solvent stain out remover. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army? Those barbarians from Monarch are running wild in my prison. I suppose I have you to thank for this indignity. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested.
Oh no, arrested? Oh no! Halcyon is changing. The board can't control us
The board
forever.
is the only legitimate power in Halcyon. We are Halcyon. I admit I miscalculated the extent of your influence. The board's plan never accounted for you. This is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right. Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Ram. Uh-oh.
One order of frickin' fan coming up.
God, dude, if my reinforcements didn't die fucking instantly as soon as I got in the room, it's like everybody died. Okay, so now I know how to kill him. God, why are there so many of them? Oh, I guess it's because we did so much damage. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Fuck. I don't have anything better. Man, this sniper rifle ain't doing shit. Flamethrower that does 1225. It could be useful. Yeah. Let's try that. Oh, this should work much better. Ah, about time.
Caution! Keep fingers and toes clear of units' moving parts.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's save. That was terrible. That's probably the hardest thing I've fought in the game.
Navigating to requested location. Arriving soon.
Why won't you just...
Ooh, took her out, dude. Didn't even think about it. No conversation.
Get me out of here!
Character level 30 reached.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing.
Uh-oh.
2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent one left. You can count on me. I'm gonna do what I've always done, whatever I want. All the time.
I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong.
We're gonna do it together.
We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan.
Completed the game.
But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
Aww.
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the iconoclasts spread like wildfire, and Graham was able to bring many of the smaller Terra 2 townships into the fold. However, his zealous obsession with spreading the word blinded him to the needs of a growing organization, and the movement was unsustainable at scale. The iconoclast way seemed to work best, and ultimately petered out on Monarch.
Yeah, that made sense.
Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together.
Oh no.
The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevitt's camp.
We helped them.
Hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse.
Wow.
A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions.
Aww.
The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective.
Aww.
She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
Aww.
Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected. thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work. But in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Aww. That's so sweet. Yeah, we saved the galaxy from the board. Turned out we just needed to go shoot up that prison, save Phineas Wells, and then he would awaken everyone on the colony. And then we'd strive to rebuild after generations in the outer worlds, disconnected from Earth, never knowing the fate of Earth. It's terrible. Never know if Earth is still out there, but we're like fully disconnected. There's no way we can contact Earth for some reason. So we have to rebuild. Well, I guess the plan will be so we'll clear off a little bit of space on my hard drive now that we've completed this game. I talked to Uriah. He has installed the latest update for Gears of War 5. So we might get on some Gears 5 soon. Me and him have been doing a playthrough of the story. So maybe we'll get back to our co-op campaign on that. And we can play some other stuff. I'll have details on that soon. And our podcast that we recorded this week with Auburn Abbey. I'm trying to have that out by Monday, but we'll see. Beyond that, I'll just take a look at our list of games. I did update Days Gone, so we have that. That's updated. Shenmue 3 is updated here on the PC. We've got everything good to go there. I'm thinking Monday. I think Monday I want to do a Resident Evil 2 playthrough. But we'll do Claire's campaign. We've already done Leon's, but yeah, we'll do Claire's B campaign, which skips a lot of the extra fluff from, you know, just the extra stuff that we've already seen from Leon's campaign. You know, we'll get to skip a little bit of that and just get right into the good stuff with Claire. Anyway, I have to say, The Outer Worlds is really good. The soundtrack is incredible. It's got the feel, if you love Fallout New Vegas, it's got that feel of a really well-made game like that, really good RPG. This one's not super massive or anything, you know, there's lots of big worlds that you get to go visit, but it's not like one expansive world or a galaxy or something, but you know, you go to different planets and you take on a lot of interesting side quests and main quests, and the creature designs and the ship designs. The whole world is incredibly unique, and it's a breath of fresh air in a world full of RPGs where everything kind of looks the same. The guns are very exciting and have, you know, especially the scientific guns like the shrink ray and stuff like that. They have really cool effects and neat abilities to them. So I like all that stuff. And the guns are all unique, the effects and the colors. That's the other thing. The game it's a colorful game. So even the monsters are incredibly colorful. So I have to say, I'm really impressed. This is a game that we played last year that kind of came out of nowhere, and some people latched onto it and some people didn't, but I have to say it's worth it. It's a worthwhile experience. I'm glad we took the chance to try it out. So, let me see, give me a second here. Go over here. Yeah, Outer Worlds is, I really enjoy it. I feel bad that I didn't get around to completing it right about when I should have, you know? Like, I just had like 2 hours or so left in this game, and we could just beat it then. But yeah, I got gears on here, so we're good to go with that. Looks like we're good on this. I'm gonna go ahead and power everything down on the Xbox app right now. Yeah, we'll be good to go on that. We finished Batman Arkham Origins, but we're gonna need to go through there, take out the Riddler and one other villain that we have out there, and then we will also jump into the Cold Heart DLC for Arkham Origins, which is really good, by the way. It's really good DLC. So we'll jump in and check that out. Let's see, for right now, though, why don't we find us someone we can raid? I think our pal Brittany is online. I believe she is playing some The Surge 2, which is on sale. I believe it's $25, which is like half price. Yeah, like, it's definitely worth finishing, I would say. And it'd be interesting to see what your ending is like, based on whether you chose to align with the board or not, and, you know, which companion characters you've worked with, and how some of the other quests and side characters that you met, how all that's gone. Be really cool. But yeah, usually games like this, I will just sink so much time in, and I'll never end up finishing them. The Fallout games, the Elder Scrolls games often go that way with me. There's just too much to do, and it's really easy to get sidetracked. But I have to say, this was one adventure that was worth finishing. So we'll head over and pay Brittany TV visit. I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been a great day. We had a fun time over there on Animal Crossing. We got a lot done. I'm going to log into the stock markets tomorrow. We're going to buy some turnips, and we're going to see if we can turn them around, sell them for a profit, and make some big money, pay off the loan, the $548,000 loan, I believe it is, on the house in game, and we'll work towards the next expansion of the house. So cool. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for watching. See you later.